Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Closing arguments are expected tomorrow in the trial of William Hain, meaning the jury could get the case as early as tomorrow afternoon. Hain is accused of co-conspiring to murder 22-year-old Savannah Greywind in August of last year. His then-girlfriend, Brooke Cruz, is already serving a life sentence.
Today, Detective Phil Swan testified on what happened the day Savannah disappeared and the days leading up to the arrests of Brooke Cruz and William Hain. Prosecutors later played an audio recording of the third search of Cruz and Hain's apartment, where you can hear Brooke Cruz inviting detectives in and telling them they can search anywhere.
Is it possible if we take a look at your bathroom?
Yeah. You can look anywhere.
What we're trying to do is just kind of eliminate any arguments.
Yeah, absolutely. And just since you're here, I'll go ahead and open up the whole house to you. I mean, yeah, you go right ahead.
And I know other officers have. We just wanted to.
I can move that. You can look back there.
Earlier testimony established that Savannah's body was hidden in that bathroom closet the previous day before it was moved to a hollowed-out dresser. Today ended with Judge Tom Olson agreeing to let the defense bring in Jennifer Robinson, a fellow inmate of Brooke Cruz, as a witness. Robinson claims Cruz told her that she strangled and killed Savannah herself because she thought that Hain and Savannah were having an affair.
The trial resumes at 8:30 tomorrow morning. You can find live updates from the courtroom on valleynewslive.com.
2 people were taken away in handcuffs this afternoon as police conducted a drug search in South Fargo. Several law enforcement officers were involved in the search of a home along 5th Avenue and 17th Street South. Dispatch indicated that a call came in around noon regarding possible drugs at the home. Several people were inside at the time when police served a search warrant. No names or charges have been released at this point regarding the 2 people in handcuffs.
Our northern cities had the rain earlier. Now it's moved into the southern valley. So rain, but no flakes yet, right, Hutch?
That's right. Tonight we're just expecting good old-fashioned rain showers. As we see, there was some thunder and lightning pushing into northwest Minnesota. That's now just areas of moderate to some heavy rain. Now, most of the showers are ending in Fargo for now. They'll continue to drift to the south and east at 35 miles per hour. Showers just beginning in Fergus Falls. You'll have a few 1/100ths of an inch from this. Brief heavy shower through parts of central Roseau County, moving into central and northern Marshall County, Minnesota as well. Overnight, passing showers still in the forecast right through daybreak. It looks like temperatures will be in the 40s, so that does mean no flakes, but we can't say that for the rest of the work week. I'll have details on a chance for flakes here in just a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
The November election is just around the corner. In Moorhead, candidates are knocking on doors, having meet and greets and posting signs.
But some of those signs have gone missing. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly explains.
They're everywhere you look. Campaign signs for the upcoming general election in November. But recently, some of the campaign signs around Moorhead have gone missing.
All of these lawn sign locations I've secured with personally permission from the property owner and or the person living there. And so a lot of effort goes into that.
A nearby surveillance camera caught people picking up Brenda Elmer's campaign sign from the side of the road.
People may not realize it's not funny, it's not a joke or a prank. Or even if they, don't agree with the candidate, they can't just simply take the sign away or discard it.
The signs were taken from outside Northwestern Bank on South 8th Street.
It was a high traffic area in the middle of the daylight, so I was kind of surprised at the boldness.
Not only does the incident cause grief for the candidate, but it can mean up to 90 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine.
Anytime somebody goes and takes property that isn't theirs, and especially if they're looking to permanently deprive someone of that, that's a theft. It's a misdemeanor and is a crime.
Police say if there is an issue with a sign, to give them a call and they will handle the situation to avoid potential charges.
Hey, it's important to some people. It's important to the candidates, their supporters, the voters in that community. So just please be respectful.
In Moorhead, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
For information about voting and the candidates ahead of the November election, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 237-6576, and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
Last night's fire at a Moorhead house is being ruled arson. The home, located near Concordia College, is on the corner of 5th Street South and 8th Avenue. Firefighters found flames on the first and second floors, as well as the south side of the house. That home was unoccupied at the time and was set to be torn down. If you have any information on the fire, contact the fire marshal at 218-299-5433.
One man is behind bars after a high-speed chase that started south of Glendon. Officers say it started with a routine traffic stop, but the driver took off. At one point, a spike strip was set out, which flattened 3 of the 4 tires on the vehicle. The driver eventually lost control at the intersection of 2nd Street and NP Avenue in Fargo.
No, there was no danger to the public. There was nobody injured during this. Like I said, once we hit the higher population area, we did discontinue the pursuit for the safety purposes because we were getting into more traffic and more people and things like that. Unfortunately, this driver made a very poor decision after that and continued driving.
The driver was eventually arrested near City Hall. His name has not been released.
2 young men have been arrested and accused of robbing a man at knife point when they were trying to sell him drugs. Authorities say 19-year-old Brennan Hutchins and a 17-year-old boy from Fergus Falls had been in contact with a 24-year-old man from Frazee so they could sell drugs. When the Frazee man arrived at the home in Fergus on Monday, the 2 young men took $400 in cash from him. Police eventually chased down the pair and arrested them for aggravated assault and second-degree controlled substance.
A Fargo man has been charged with terrorizing, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment after allegedly threatening to cut a woman's throat. 30-year-old Tyler Wirtz was driving around Morton County with the victim when he became upset about something his ex said to him earlier in the day. The victim told police Wirtz was high on meth and kept getting more upset. She says Wirtz hit her with his elbow several times inside the car and told her he was going to kill her by cutting her throat and then pushed her out of the moving car, which was going more than 40 miles per hour. The victim was taken to the hospital with multiple injuries, including a fractured skull.
Vaping in the classroom is a problem educators are trying to face head on. What makes this so challenging is that you can't always tell when someone is vaping. The smoking devices come in all shapes and sizes and can be disguised as an educational tool. The schools we talked to in Becker County say that they're constantly looking to raise awareness of the dangers, and they're taking this vaping epidemic very seriously.
Having possession of a vaping device is a misdemeanor, so then we do refer that to law enforcement, so then they would handle that part of it.
The issue goes beyond the classroom. Parents also need to be further educated. A drug and alcohol counselor at Detroit Lakes High School says some parents even buy their kids vaping devices.
The West Fargo Fire Department is warning residents of a phone scam that's using their identity. Someone, presumably a scammer, has been calling people in the metro, posing as a fire department representative and soliciting donations. At this time, the West Fargo Fire and Police Departments are not involved in any phone-based fundraising efforts. If you are unsure if a call is a scam, you can contact police.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, if you're one of the hardy ones who hasn't turned on your furnace yet, or even if you have, there are some things you can do to make sure it runs smoothly all winter long.
In the Southern Valley, we saw temperatures in the 60s today, just about average for this time of the year. Grand Forks a little bit cooler, but near 60 degrees. Showers tonight, flakes for some. Your hour-by-hour forecast is coming up next.